Stop smoking. You're paying to kill yourself. It's time to quit smoking. You can think that smoking a small cigarette a week isn't bad. If you still don't realize that it's extremely bad for your health, yes, you are wrong. Smoking tobacco could cause serious illnesses and damage to your physical health as well as produce mental illnesses. Think in the first place. If you hadn't tried smoking, you you wouldn't have fallen into the nicotine bomber. Maybe you think that it's never too late to stop smoking, and that's not true. If you're alive, you must be grateful and you must quit smoking before it's too late and you become the next tobacco victim. A small cigarette contains multiple dangerous chemicals that are toxic to the human body and damages multiple organs. A small cigarette contains more than 7,000 chemicals. Usually more than 70 of them are related to cancer and most of them are either toxic or hazardous. Out of all of thousands of chemicals, three simple examples can be tar, nicotine, and carbon monoxide. Tar is a black substance used in roads, as well as in cigarettes. It's responsible for the greatest health risks, including many types of cancer. Smoking tar damages the alveoli, which is needed to breathe and where gas exchange principally occurs. After smoking for a long period of time, the alveoli in your lungs start dying and turn black. That's why most smokers have black spots in their lungs. These spots are dead alveoli. Alveoli reproduce themselves, but this happens very slowly and it makes it hard to replace the alveoli lost. Progressive alveolus damage lead to emphysema. This is because the inner walls of the air sacs get ruptures and this creates larger air spaces instead of many small ones. It reduces the amount of oxygen reached to the bloodstream. Some main symptoms of emphysema are coughing and sneezing a lot, shortage breathing, producing a lot of mucus and a noisy sound when breathing. The destruction of alveoli causes poor gaseous exchange. This is because the process happens in the alveoli and if there's not enough of them, it makes it hard to breathe. When this happens, the body's natural reaction is to reproduce more cells, and it could happen uncontrollably and may induce the formation of a tumor, which means that you get lung cancer. Another way you could get cancer is by the damage done to its DNA. Some main symptoms of this disease are shortness of breath and accumulated fluid around your lungs that impedes them from expanding while breathing. Like any other cancer tissues, this cancer can spread around other parts of the body, affecting other organ systems. Nicotine drug is not only an addictive substance, it's one of the main reasons why it's hard to quit. It affects your brain, making you believe that you have to take it. At first, it only increases your heart rate, but with time it becomes harder to quit and your blood will start receiving less oxygen. Just one cigarette can instantly accelerate your heart rate and blood pressure, and your brain gets pulled instantly into the addictive effects of the drug. Carbon monoxide is a poisonous chemical fume used in cigarettes. Breathing it causes headaches, nausea, and dizziness. When the human body inspires too much of it, the oxygen gets replaced by carbon monoxide in red blood cells. If it's way too much, you become unconscious, have a seizure, or even die. It has been proved that high exposure to the fume multiple times is linked with heart disease. Ciliated epithelial cells are specialized cells with cilia strands to sweep mucus containing trapped dust and particles up to the back of the throat, where it can be swallowed. Heat and some other chemicals in tobacco damage cilia and paralyze them. Eventually, they no longer sweep up mucus and get destroyed. This causes the lung to receive dust and bacteria particles and will be more likely to get infections. If there is a lack of cilia strands, the airways of the smoker could possibly contract bronchitis. Bronchitis is a disease caused by the inflammation and irritation of the main bronchial tissues. This infection gets developed when those airways get frequently exposed to tobacco smoke or other substances. The main symptom is coughing, a type of gray mucus. A lot of exposure to cigarette smoke chemicals, dust, and some allergic substances which trigger allergies could also lead someone to develop asthma. Asthma is an allergy in the airways and could be an effect of poor cilia protection. With inflated airways and lots of mucus production, asthma causes air to become trapped in your lungs and makes it hard to breathe. In conclusion, smoking doesn't benefit you at all, and there is no need for it. Your lungs and other parts of your body could get very badly damaged by smoking. Difficulty breathing, coughing, and a lot of addiction is just the beginning. With time, you could develop fatal diseases such as emphysema, lung cancer, bronchitis, constant heart attacks, asthma, and many more. Tobacco is responsible for more than 7 million deaths per year worldwide. Remember that when quitting smoking, you are also preventing your family members, people around you, secondhand smokers, and even animals from getting difficulty breathing diseases or asthma. If you don't quit for you, do it for them.